Hey everyone, welcome back to our second workshop on this fine Wednesday, 7 p.m. So today is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be very similar to our first workshop if you had the chance to watch it. If you haven't, per usual, we have our videos saved on YouTube and on Twitter as well, depending on where you're watching this. Um, but just to give you a background on what this is and then a bit about what Build City is, these workshops are designed to engage communities. We come from the AI Web3 space, and we designed this to give a chance to people within the artists and musician communities to speak about what they've been working on and how they could potentially use some of the AI tools that we've been using to accelerate their ideas and actually iterate on some of the projects that they're working on. Um, a bit about what Build City is. Uh, Build City is the one that's running the stream, and I'm the founder of Build City. Um, so Build City is an ecosystem where creators, developers, and innovators come together to learn, build, and launch AI and Web3 projects. So we've traditionally done this through boot camps, hackathons, and amongst our vibrant communities. What we try to do is empower individuals by exploring cutting edge technologies and utilizing them in a way where they can turn their ideas into reality. Um, what we've been seeing is that many of these AI tools, um, if you utilized appropriately, can get ideas from 0 to 1. Um, a lot of times, the biggest hurdle is just trying to understand where to start, right? Um, and in that process of trying to understand where to start, many people end up giving up. So that's where we come in. Our goal is essentially to reduce the latency from when your idea pops up to uh, an initial proof of concept to, hey, like I have something to show. Let me get it out there and see if like my audience reacts the way I want them to react. If not, you start over. But it's all about getting that instant feedback and understanding what works and what doesn't work. Um, Before we continue, I just want to introduce my co-host Mike and fellow Build City founding member. Hey, Mike,
Hey Tony,
what's going on?
going good, man. Just excited to launch this now with musicians or start the groundwork with it and
Mhm.
try to figure it out. As musicians live in their own realm of reality. That's why they're able to make the amazing music and tap into that. So thank you for doing this with me and me doing it with you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is exciting for me, right? We come from our own bubble, and it's always hard to see what works, right? Because I think within your own communities, you're like very critical.
Mhm.
But once you start observing it from the aspects of like a musicians community, like a hip hop community, a artist community, you start seeing the ways that these things can actually be used in the real world, right?
Yeah.
Um, so the way we intended to set this up was to dedicate the first portion of the stream to anybody who's interested in speaking. Today, we have musicians that will come on and speak about some of the things they've either built, some of the things that they've done in the past, some of the things they're looking to do. Really, it's just a time for people to just talk about anything they really want to talk about. And then following that period of just having people talk about what they want to talk about, I'm going to give a short demonstration of some AI tools that could be used. One of them is Bolt.new. It's something that I demonstrated at the previous workshop. Um, and then there's other tools that I haven't tested before the stream, but we'll work together to see how well they do as well. I'm thinking we use some of the same prompts and see how they generate some of the ideas that we have. Um,
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I think that sounds great. And the exciting thing is, in a world where artists and musicians, everyone's like buy, 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 buy.
Mhm.
We're giving information on technology that isn't to take anything away from the artist. It's to generally help the
For sure.
artist. And shout out to technology for paving that wave as well. So this is such an interesting thing, because it says so good and it sounds so good, and there's nothing that actually the artist has to lose from using it. So even like
For
explaining it to them is like so interesting because it's like me telling them about a great opportunity, and they're accustomed to a cost. Like what's it going
Yeah.
to cost me, or a percentage, or am I going to get credit? So.
For sure. Yeah. And I think like we live in that time where you can like go to different communities and be like, hey, like this is what's out there.
Mhm.
And that's how you get things done, right? At least like in the modern age is that you interact
Mm.
with these different communities, right? You show like, hey, like these are tools that we're bringing in, and then these communities bring what's unique to them, right? And
Yeah.
with that, you can create brand new ideas and brand new
Hmm.
things.
Yes.
Um, so I'm gonna add somebody to the stage now. We have one person in the back.
Okay.
Uh, I think it's Eden.
Yo, what's
Eden,
good?
what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Eden?
Hi, how you doing? What's good, Michael? Uh, I don't know what to say. It's my first time. My name is Eden. I'm a recording artist. I do visual art too. I got in tune with Michael through a art gallery show. I actually performed there, and yeah, he's teaching me a lot about tech and art. So
Oh,
we're getting
awesome.
into the motion of trying to, I guess,
Merge the
yeah.
two. Have you been playing around with like Bolt on You or some of these like new AI things?
Yeah, I actually have. I've been trying to create an app that lets you record music that's like BandLab, but that kind of like way easier for people to have it on a PC because when you go to like there's a lot of studios that you can go to that you can get it for free, like not for free, but for a very like low price as long as you don't have an engineer or as long as you bring your own engineer. But
Mhm.
the problem is that a lot of these places, the software is they have like I guess they might have deals with the software companies or whatever, but you can't use like things like BandLab to record at these studios. So
You
we're
can't
just
use
trying to
what?
find a way to create an app that allows you to record music that doesn't cost too much because Pro Tools, huh?
I think there's a delay. You said you can't use what?
Oh, BandLab. That's,
BandLab?
that's an app, right? That's
Okay.
an app,
Oh,
Eden?
oh, so like yeah, like you have like yeah, they have studios. BandLab's an app, but you can't use BandLab on a PC or a laptop or anything like that. You can use it on a PC, but like not like a laptop. They don't have an actual app for it. So when you go to recording studios and you try to plug it into like certain interfaces, it just won't work because it doesn't have like the software, the interface, the correct interface software to like process like So there's like certain softwares are expensive. Too expensive for artists to afford, like Pro Tools and Ableton. Pro Tools for
Mm,
everything is like $1,000. So if
mhm.
we created like an app that would allow artists to, I guess like even if you do like a subscription base, but allow them to, be able to record the same quality but in a studio setting using studio mics, it would probably work a little bit better, or it probably would just be more convenient for them. Like
Yeah, that's interesting. And are you taking the approach of like let me create like something simple like that I can use today, and then if I can use this in a way that's like beneficial for me, then obviously like
everyone else
people
can.
around you, right, would like love to use it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
because there's
I
no
was
apps that you
talking,
really can use that's mobile.
yeah.
Like FL is the only app that you can. FL is the only like music processor that you can use through a mobile app, and then actually through like a actual like the actual software that you can get and record with at a studio. Like FL is the
Mhm.
only one that does that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
You know why?
if we
Because
created something like that,
GarageBand. Yeah, because I tried that with GarageBand. Yeah, I didn't even try to
oh,
recognize
that's
that.
cool.
That's only FCell. Yeah, like I airdrop my stems from GarageBand onto my phone, thinking that clearly it's like Apple and it's both GarageBand and I could use it on my phone. Like the actual recording of it, and it was not compatible at all. And I was like, what's the point of having GarageBand on the
Yeah, for
phone
some reason
and the
it's
thing?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't know what it is about like musical software, but I guess it's just too much for the. It's like it really is the interfaces. The interfaces can't handle these softwares. So like if you have a low level software and it's not compatible with like I guess the interface is just not gonna work. It just can't. It's not capable of. And then some of these studios, if you connect to their Wi-Fi, like in order to use anything, you have to connect to their Wi-Fi. So if you bring your laptop, you don't have your own hotspot or something. Once you connect to their Wi-Fi, if you are trying to use these other like softwares, like sometimes FL has problems in studios like that too. But if you're not using a software that's compatible with their Wi-Fi and their interface because they have deals with them, you won't be able to use anything. So you'll be sitting in the studio, even if you paid $100 for 10 hours in the studio, you just wasted your money because you have no way to record, or you have to try to frantically call people to try to get there so that you can record instead of like
Mm,
being able to use the things that so
interesting. So when you like you used Bolt.new, right? Was that the one that you used to try to get
yeah,
something?
it was working pretty well. It's just like I guess because like with the computer language, you have to be able to, even with the AI stuff, even when you use like ChatGPT, you have to be able to, I guess, write it a certain way, like very simple but complex to try to get like specific things that you want. Like you can't just type in, you have to type everything in a certain way so that it'll come out how you want it to. But I just
Okay.
use ChatGPT honestly to formulate something, and
Exactly.
I put in the prompts. I put in the prompt. I typed that I wanted just some type of, I guess, a startup for a app that requires me to, that lets me make music, I guess. And I just kept adding
Yeah.
things onto it and see how I went.
Okay. Interesting. And
Yeah,
then like,
and oh yeah, and that process of when Eden did that, it was
mm,
interesting because I just brought up Balt.net. I said, "Hey, Eden, check this out," and
mm,
then that's all I said, and then like I think 15 minutes later, like she shows me this whole thing on Balt.new and I'm like, we have to do a workshop on this. That's when I hit you up
Only
that
thing it
same day,
can't do
Tony.
is create a forum. That's what it can't do. It can't create a forum. So like what it can't do, because I was trying to make it so that because on BandLab you can connect with other artists. So like you can post opens for other artists. So, like you can use BandLab to create an open and then you can post it publicly so that everyone that has BandLab, all artists can see it, and if they want to hop on it, they can. But you can't do it on there because for some reason it says you can't, I don't know if you can't interact or something like that, or it said something about like super bass or something like that you have to have, I guess, before
okay.
you launch it. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because there's some back end work that you have to do. With Bolt.new, it creates like the interface. It gives you a general idea of how things can work. But then there's like back end stuff, like for example, like a forum, you need somewhere to store that data, right? Um,
Yeah.
so let's say like now you're probably interested in something like this, right? Like you'd probably want to use this to like take it further and see like if you could like access Superbase, or if you could create like a database in the back end and store this information and get something like this built in like 5 days. Like would you and people within your community be interested in something like that? Like let's say if it was like a
Oh
five
yeah,
day,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they would. Honestly, there are a lot of artists that are good at music, but they don't personally know how to engineer themselves or produce. But I feel like I keep talking about BandLab because BandLab's like when you're recording mobily, that's like the top app that you use to do that. It's like the most efficient. But
Mm.
I feel like, yeah, if you gave them an opportunity, like because that's the only app, if we put another app on the market, it would be probably really profitable because BandLab is the only one that does that, and it's like because of it, it emulates like actual like real like interfaces and software, like it emulates Pro Tools, like even though it may say like a lot of they have like I don't know if you know about music or whatever, but they have like presets for auto tune or whatever. The presets
Yeah.
might say like BL, so that stands for BandLab, and then it has a bunch of numbers on the end, but the BL just is just them putting their tag on it. It actually emulates real software, so it's actually quality. So a lot of these, it just gives it's just a better option. I just think, and I think that as an artist, I think I have a lot of traction, so I would be able to get a lot of people to like engage with that.
Yeah, that's
And
smart. Yeah.
what's interesting too, Tony, based on what you said, that's what Eden had asked me when I had told her to jump on. She was like, "How can I speak about an app that isn't developed yet?" You know. So
Mm,
doing this, so the question you're
I
asking is
don't know
like,
if it's
no, yeah, but yeah, so that yeah, Tony's saying as well, like if you were had the chance to develop this app, like would you? And that's like, yeah.
yeah,
So you guys
yeah,
are
why
doing
not?
great.
yeah, and the cool thing, right, is that when you merge these two worlds together, right? Like if I'm in the tech world and I'm building stuff, right? That I'm limited to like my small community, right? And I'm gonna build stuff that I think that's going to work. Um, and we're probably just gonna take the time just to be like critical of each other, and nothing's gonna come out of it, right? But if like you take it to a different community, they're domain specific. Like what doesn't work and what does work in your community. Like
Right.
half the shit that you talked about, I have no idea what you're talking about. Right? Like the presets and all that stuff. But you know the problems, right? Like you understand it. You understand it well.
Yeah,
Like you go to these studios, like you know what doesn't work, what's complicated, what the hurdles are, right, for artists. So if you were to build this out, like like, hey, I'm gonna build it for me, like so it works for me. And then once I know it works for me, I know it's gonna work for like all the other artists that I'm working with.
Right.
and like your larger audience, right? So it's like that domain expertise that comes with like, okay, these are the tools that you can use. And then obviously like we could be there to say, hey, like now you've gotten a taste, right? This is how you build it out through the next couple of days, right? This is how we like architect your app. Um,
Right.
yeah, and yeah, this is the way I'm kind of like thinking of it, like as we go through.
Yeah,
Um,
that sounds about right. Honestly, yeah. Or even
yeah.
if you could like, I don't know, they have so much. They just don't have a lot of AI stuff like when it comes to music. They have a lot of AI things for other like you know,
Mhm.
but stuff for music to make things easier. They don't have that. Like if you were even able to put, if you were able to like, if you wrote or whatever and you were able to put lyrics into an app and then it created a beat around it, like stuff like that. They don't have stuff like that because
Oh, yeah,
engineers do it all
that's
the time. Like it's times where an engineer will literally tell you to just record with no no beat in the back, and they'll actually make a beat surrounding it. So if you create apps to do stuff like that, it kind of would X them out, honestly, but it doesn't matter because it's more efficient.
yeah. I mean, that's the world we're entering too, right? Like this shit is gonna
Right?
be
Yeah.
developed by somebody. You should write these ideas down, right? Like whenever they come up, like just write them down, like have them
Mhm.
somewhere. Um, do you have like are you on your laptop right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Do you have like the Bolt.new example open? Maybe you can like show it or
It's an app.
yeah,
I was on my
Bolt.new.
phone when I used it.
Oh, you use it on the phone?
Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, I used it on my wait. So Bolt dot and you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Popped up. All right. Yeah. Wait, no. You said Bolt dot what? What does it say?
It's Bolt.new.
How do you spell it exactly?
BOLT dot
Like new, like
yeah, like new. What we could do,
Bolt dot what?
what we could do is that I could show it on my screen, and then basically I could just like ask you like, yo, what do you want to build, right?
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah, that's good.
we could try to like just to show like people like what your idea was, right?
Okay.
It's not gonna be exactly the way you did it, but yeah, we'll be close enough. I don't know. Let's see. That's the whole
Okay.
process of this thing, right? Just to see how these
Yeah.
things work. Um, yeah, Mike, did you want to say something before I start sharing my
No, I
screen?
think it's going great. I mean, I'm loving it. I think it's great because the when I thought about this idea for this workshop, even though we've been in talks with the musicians, was literally the moment where like I turned my back for like 10, 15 minutes, and all I did was like, hey Eden, check this website out. Like I didn't even say much besides check this out. And then
I know
like
exactly
she
what you
had
mean.
this she had this whole thing and so in depth and so stuff, and I was like, oh, amazing. So no, I'm just loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving I'm loving this whole connection because
Yeah,
yeah, it's all fresh. Like I recently just met Tony and I recently just met you,
Yeah.
Eden as well. So like this is all happening like for the first time, and we're figuring it out together. And it's led by action. This is what
Yeah.
technology is for: is to solve issues right now. So yeah,
You're right.
I have nothing much to say. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, and that was with zero instruction, right? Like that was just like, yo, like this is the website. Like, what happens after one workshop, two workshops, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, let me get this. Let me
Got a
get this
full blown
bolt
app
on.
right there. Full blown.
See.
But yeah, Eden's way. But
Yeah,
your
man.
birthday's coming up.
See how this goes. This is gonna be pretty cool though. If it can
Your
become
happy
something.
birthday's coming up. No,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
but I think yeah,
definitely my
what you
birthday.
just said
Big pricey
before.
season.
Yeah, I
Heavy
think
on the
Tony
pricey
gave good
season.
advice. We could start writing out some more of these ideas. I would love to like help you with that because yeah, it seems like you have multiple apps. You have like, or one app that does it all, but you got a lot. So that was great.
So
Mhm.
there might be a bit of a delay. It looks like I think my Wi-Fi is slow. Um,
Yeah, it's a delay. It's all right though.
I'm still on. I'm still on. Okay.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay, nice, nice. It should be a little better now, hopefully. Um, but yeah, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Beautiful. So you probably saw this before, right, Eden?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Do I call you Eden? What do I call you?
You can call me Eden. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I think you used it on your phone, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But that
So
means my laptop. I use it so now. Yeah.
what we could do, let me think. Maybe. Okay, what we could do is the way you did it. You first went to ChatGPT, right? It was like, this is my idea. Give me like a prompt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Create. I was like, put create a prompt. For create a prompt to generate an app that an app that I guess can record live music. And then I put like just put things I want to include, like include a I don't know, include mixing and mastering. Um, yeah, I just like started like simple, and then I would like add stuff
Okay. Okay.
to
What
record.
we could
Yeah,
do,
yeah. Oh
we
yeah,
could do,
create a prompt to generate an app for recording artists to record live music. Generate an app to And I put
okay.
like what app I wanted to emulate. So I put that I wanted it to emulate BandLab.
Okay. So why don't we repeat that whole process and see what we generate? Um,
All right.
and actually I did something similar. I'll say, uh, what I said was like, hey, ChatGPT, um, I always say hi to it. I don't know why. I'm creating an app using bolt.new. Bolt.new. Help me create a prompt to feed it.
Oh yeah, I got something. This is a cool prompt. This sounds cool.
Okay. If you can just tell me the what you fed ChatGPT and I could do it here.
Okay, so I typed in create a prompt to generate an app for Bolt.new to record recording artists in real time, include mixing and mastering, emulate BandLab. And the prompt that we can put into Bolt that new to do it is design a user-friendly production app that allows recording artists to create, mix, and master music in real time. The app should feature a simple yet powerful interface, making it accessible for both beginners and professionals. And then they have a couple of key features. So key features, one will be real-time recording, um, two, a mixing console,
Yeah.
three, mastering tools, and then little features like user interface and collaboration features, the ability to integrate with cloud storage, and community and social features. So let's see if I will be able to.
Wait, Eden, will you be able to copy and paste that and put it in the chat? So then maybe
Yeah,
Tony, you
yeah,
can just
yeah.
copy and
Oh,
paste it.
I could do that. Oh, it's
Yeah,
a chat. Oh, wait.
yeah.
Okay. All
There's a
right. Cool,
chat
cool.
here. Maybe that would be more
Yeah,
efficient.
almost takes a lot.
Yeah, what I made a mistake about was not showing my screen when I was doing it on ChatGPT.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
to say that too, but you put it up and I was gonna say it.
Okay, so it's okay. We don't have to run it through ChatGPT here. But just to give people an idea, basically Eden did what I was about to do with ChatGPT. Just give it the general idea, have it generate a prompt, and then feed it to Bolt.new.
Yeah.
So Eden's just gonna share that in the chat, and we're gonna copy it and feed it to Bolt.new.
Oh,
Nice.
for
She just added it.
Okay, it's in the private chat.
I'm looking right now. Oh, for physical. Okay. I'm gonna left because it kind of cut me off. I'm gonna put the
I
rest of
think
it.
I think yeah, I don't think I could see all of it. You know what we could do? You could tell
Yeah,
me
I just said the rest of it though.
what's up.
I said the rest of it.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, how about can I text it to you to Telegram? I could copy it myself.
No, it's okay. We got the whole thing now.
Okay, cool. You got it, man.
All right.
Yeah, everything worked out until it came with the part that is, which is still developing, I guess. The part where you're able to, I guess, do some type of form with other people. That's when, like when I tried to start doing that, where you could collab with other artists. When I had put the collaboration part, it kind of got, it didn't mess up, but it just told me that I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Like that wouldn't be like possible, I guess, at the moment.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is take the Chat GPT prompt and feed it to Bolt.new.
Yeah, we can't see your screen at the moment, Tony.
Okay.
But based off what Eden just said, that the challenge that when she started to add more things, that's where I feel where Build City and those week-long workshops will work, because that's when you do need the courses that I was able to witness with Build City, where it's on hands-on and you have an instructor there helping people for the next steps to accomplish that goal.
Yeah. I think that's definitely the goal with this workshop, right? Is to gauge that interest within these communities and just show like, yo, like this is what's possible, right? But obviously, like this is just 0 to 1, and then beyond that, you can still use the same tools. It's just how you use those tools to build out the rest of the project. Like even with Superbase or building a database in the back end, right? Storing information that needs to be stored. There's much easier ways of doing it than like 2-3 years ago, right? It's just about like showing those tools and then um, creating curriculum around like how exactly to use them, when to use them, how to what works and what doesn't work. Um, Definitely something that like we can talk more about towards the end of the stream. But yeah, so I fed it the prompt, and what we're gonna do is um, just submit it and see what Bolt comes up with. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is slow, so this might take a while, but uh, it's kind of a good thing. It makes the stream a bit longer. Okay, so right now it's just generating the files that are associated with the app. It might take a couple of minutes. We could just let it run. Hey,
Yeah,
I was worried for a second. I thought it was just gonna be a
it
white.
doesn't crash out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, nice. So, yeah, this is interesting. Soundcraft Studio. Did it make that name up itself, or did you feed it in the prompt?
No, it made it up itself.
Oh, interesting. All right, let me just read the prompt and let's see what it generated and if it matches the prompt. So the prompt was design a user-friendly music production app that allows recording artists to create, mix, and master music in real time. The app should feature a simple yet powerful interface, making it accessible for both beginners and professionals. Key features: real-time recording, enable multi-track recording where artists can record vocals, instruments simultaneously, provide high-quality audio recording with low latency, allowing for seamless real-time performance, offer flexible options for adjusting recording levels, music, mic inputs, and sound filters, Mixing console, include a virtual mixing board with multiple tracks, faders, and panning options for each recording. Allow users to add audio effects like EQ, reverb, and compression with real-time adjustments. Implement a feature for layering multiple tracks, providing easy drag and drop functionality to arrange vocals, beats, and instruments. Yeah, this is like a completely different world to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the whole beauty of this thing, right? Like you come in with your knowledge and say, hey, like this is what needs to be built.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna deploy this, and it should give a temporary link that we can use. It's deployed on Netlify, so this is something that can be shared right away to people. Hopefully it doesn't break. I don't want to debug on live. All right. Let's see if we could just transfer. I just need 1 second. Yep. So this is the site. It's deployed. It's not deployed on Netlify. Should I do that right now? Let's see. No, we could do that in the next workshop. But for now, like even this link would be usable. You can show people what you've come up with. Let's see. Let's go through it. So you have a vocal track, a guitar, drums, master output. Is this kind of the general idea of the apps that you use? What was the app's name again? I forgot.
BandLab. It's like
BandLab.
it. This is basic. Like this is the basic. This is what it does basically. It's like so a beginner would be able to understand this, and then if they want to transfer it to another app, like this is it's a good transition, I guess, like
Okay.
to learning other things. And it's convenient.
Okay. Would you say like this is a good place to start in terms of like just understanding what the idea was, right? Like you can show
Yeah.
like, yo, this is what it was.
Yeah. That's a great start.
Yeah, and then we work from there, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Do these controls work even? Yo, that's crazy.
So you should be able to, based on this app, you should be able to literally plug an interface. You should be able to do a whole entire like mobile studio setup and record from your laptop, or you can record from your phone as long as you have this link. But
Okay.
sometimes when you record over like a browser on your phone, the microphone might be a problem. But I mean, that's pretty sure it's something that could be fixed. This is just like the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, this is amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah. The input gain basically raises the volume without turning the actual like, this is a lot. This is cool. And the crazy thing is the recording format is a WAV. That's like the top recording format like to record. So like MP3 is cool, MP4, but like when you're doing like industry standard stuff, you want to always like convert your stuff into WAV format. So that's like
Okay.
good.
WAV, this WAV format, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like 24-bit, 16-bit. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is awesome. And what's this? Mixer, vocal track, guitar, drums. I'm assuming
Um
there should be more options than just this, right?
yeah, so the guitar, the drums, I guess that's just like those are like effects that you can add, like I guess. It's
Okay.
like little effects, whatever. Vocal track, it says it says no effect. You can add things, reverb, and like compressor just it's like I can't even explain it. This is like a way of life music. A lot of times you can't explain what these things mean, but you know what they sound like.
Yeah, that's cool. It would be nice, like, to start with this, run it through like our boot camp, and then at the end you just like have a session. Like that would
Yeah,
be
using
wild.
it, right?
Wild, yeah.
That'd be dope. That's
Nice,
doable. Yeah,
nice, great idea, Tony. Nice, nice.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
awesome. Yeah, we got 30 people watching now. Holy shit! All of a sudden, it's crazy. But yeah, this is awesome. Let me see. Could we X some of these out? Oh, cool. Track. Nice. Yeah, this is cool. Obviously, like this is just the front end interface, right? Like,
Mhm.
a lot of this is not operational. But yeah, this is a great start. Yeah, mastering balance. What is this? Mastering studio, mastering presets. These are the presets you
Oh,
were talking about, right?
yeah, yeah. Those are the presets to like make your vocal, like how they have like the auto tune and stuff. Like if you to create your own presets for an auto tune that you would like to sound, this is what so you would like, warm and vintage. If you want your voice to sound warm, depending on what type of music you're making. So you see analog warmth for acoustic and jazz, or maximize volume for electronic and rock music. Just gives you
Mhm.
that little little punch or push to make your music sound like the genre you're like recording.
Okay, and is it like, so each one of these they kind of augment like compression, EQ, stereo. Like, is that it? Like they have presets for
Yeah, and
each
those are
one of
like
these?
basic presets that they use with any software. Like those are things that you suppose. Honestly speaking, like if you're recording and stuff, you're supposed to know what these things mean. So if you ever seen it in another software, you'll be able to just like pick it up just like that. Like it's not
Mm,
something that'll take a long time because they're all the same. Vocabulary. It's the same thing, literally the same
yeah.
thing. Probably just different.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's awesome. This is yeah, I mean, I fucking love this session right now because like everyone talks about, oh, I want to like do something in music, I want to do something in like art, I want to do something in like this field, that field, right? But you can't like you don't have the bandwidth to do everything.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
but getting somebody like you, I get exposure, like quick exposure. Even if I'm not building it, at least I get to like see someone else do it.
Yeah, man, and that's why like even with like some of the algorithms that I created for bringing artists together in studio and following the wave of 2020 and being decentralized,
Mhm.
one of the main issues that I ran into was the fact that I was not in the field of music in the sense of a musician anymore. You know,
Mhm.
so what I was attracting was, I guess, a lot of people that liked the system and were a part and wanted to be a part of it, but they were, I would say, musicians that like put the work and put the grind in, that was able to like, because I was able to go to France off of music. So I was attracting just people that were like trying hard or not really from New York, or and New York in the essence is like New York creates culture, you know. So meeting Eden like immediately, like even just something that would have took me like 2 months to plan an arts and a music studio session with the artist that she was able to attract would have taken me 2 months, and like having to go through at least 50 to 100 artists, and still would have made like 80% of people that weren't fully compatible with the vision that I was trying to do. Like Eden did it with like in a day, you know, just simply
Yeah,
because
you
she's
do.
like,
Yeah.
because she's in it, you know, because she's in it, and she's that's her reality. She's all she talks to artists is about music. All she knows is music. Where she meets people
Yeah,
performing, it's only musicians or producers or people that want to work with her because of her talent. So even when she's bringing people, they're already like, wow, Eden invited me somewhere. And then when they get there, it's like, hey, welcome. This is tech. This is decentralized. You know, this is about
Yeah. It was
artist
an entire
ownership.
experience. It was an entire experience, honestly. And so crazy, the engineer, I had met him for the first time, and he was like, he said he's really shy. He said that he really appreciated the session because that's the first time he's spoken like maybe 2 weeks to someone. So it was good. I mean, I think that was a
that's
great outcome. You gotta
that's
change
good.
people's lives. If that's not what you're doing, then you don't need to be doing anything, honestly.
Yeah, for
Create an
sure,
experience for people.
for
A
sure, for
memorable
sure.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I think even I'm seeing like you find the people who are super passionate about something, and you say, hey, like this is how you can become even more passionate, and they'll go crazy, right? So
Yeah, or
yeah,
just tell people not to quit. It's easy to get discouraged when you're doing something,
yeah,
So
yeah.
just little
Hey,
things like that, of like a community of people that know what it feels like and know what they're doing, but have like maybe like a clearer understanding of what's going on, like to help you. It's always good.
yeah, you feel like something like this could help, like somebody who's like they have an idea, but they can't like they don't know where to start, but they get this tool, they write a
Yeah,
prompt,
yeah,
give them something, right? Yeah,
yeah. It gives them something to start with.
mhm,
These softwares be kind of like complex. Like if you don't know a lot, like just getting if someone just threw you an app, it's like just a foreign language. You don't know what it. But this seems like we can create this to be something very simple, but still get the intended, what we want it to get done. We just want to record music. We want it to sound good. and we want to cut costs for people that have to go to studios. You'll be paying $150 for sessions and all types of stuff. Like, if you're an independent artist, you don't have that. Some people like,
For
starving
sure.
artist is a real term.
For sure. For
It's a real
sure.
term. For real, yeah.
Yeah, I think like this could like lead to like not having to raise so much capital, right? Like that's what happens with like artists that are successful. Like we hear about how like people get locked down with these contracts, right? Because they can't do the things that they want
Yeah.
to do, right? Without the money coming in
Yeah, because
first.
even if sometimes they try to sign an artist and say they're still independent. Like once you like have a contract with someone, you're no longer independent. Like it doesn't matter what they try to tell you, you're no longer independent artist. So
Yeah,
that's why trying to teach other artists these things. And even if, like I said, if we generate this app and it goes to full term, we're able to provide that for them. Again, at least give them a stepping stone into being independent. And we can even teach them how to just walk through the lane of being independent artists because it's not that easy. When you're attached to a label, everything seems very I don't know. It's a lot. A lot of music is a lot, honestly. But this app can, it can give us a sense of direction as artists.
yeah, for sure. I think like with some follow up workshops, I could kind of focus on some of the back end stuff, right? Like how to actually make at least one piece of it work. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. Yeah, it looks like we have one more person.
I got a
say-
special guest appearance for you, Eden.
oh, awesome.
I guess the beer is crazy.
Yeah, I'm bringing up Mikey.
It's Mickey.
Oh, Mickey. My bad. How's it
What's-
going, Mickey?
That's a big.
Hello, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. What's going on?
Awesome. Yeah. So Eden was just giving a demonstration of I'm forgetting the app name again. What was it? BandLab.
Studios. Yeah, we was like trying to create, or you trying to use this new website called Bolt.new, and it's an AI website that can create apps. But we're trying to create an app that emulates BandLab, but it's a little bit easier, or just another option as opposed to BandLab, because BandLab is the only software that you can use that's like compatible with mobile and sometimes on your laptop. But the problem now is when you go to studios that require you to bring an engineer, or you're trying to do it yourself, and you can't use BandLab at these studios. So we're trying to create a website or app that enables you to be able to do that. Like you can do everything. And
Like,
that's
wait.
what we're talking
So
about.
is the problem recording on your phone or recording on a computer?
Well,
Like,
I guess like just
both.
studio stuff. I guess because Pro Tools costs a lot of money. You know this because this is what you do. Pro Tools costs a lot of money. Like these actual softwares that are industry level cost a lot of money. But you have options like BandLab. You have artists that are blowing off of BandLab and stuff like that. We don't have another option. And like I said, in certain studios, like there's a studio in New York City called Pirate. You can't plug BandLab into Pirate. You can't even. Sometimes it's not even compatible with FL. So like we're just trying to create something that can transfer to anywhere. You can use it anywhere. Like it's not just subjective to just your phone or just your laptop or just certain situations. You can use it on any setup at any place, anytime. That's what we try to like.
So you're trying to develop a doll right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Thank you. That's what it's called. A
Like
doll. Yeah.
digital,
DAW.
which a digital audio workstation or something like that? That's what
Yeah.
doll? Digital doll, yeah. It's basically
DAW.
Hmm?
It's DAW. That's the acronym.
yeah, DAW. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Ooh, that
Yeah,
sounds
man.
That's what's cool.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of it myself,
and
honestly.
thanks,
I'm about to get
Mickey, for
my-
joining as well. One of the reasons that I invited you as well too, as when I started to meet Eden, I also met Mickey, and Mickey as an artist as well. I would say is somebody that once again is full of ideas, is in the field right now, as an artist, as a musician. So he's like, hey, there's something in Philadelphia, there's something here. He has connected me with visual artists, seeing some of the posts that I've put with on Linkable. And yeah, I'm excited to hear what Mickey does, who he is, and ideally some ideas that he potentially will have for an app.
oh shit. I feel like I'm on the spot. What ideas do I have for an app?
I mean, you can start by introducing yourself, letting people know who you are, where you're from.
Oh, okay. Let's start there. My name is Mickey. I go by Mickey XXY. I'm from Vineland, New Jersey, but I'm a Florida boy at heart. I helped start 98 Entertainment, which was originally just an entertainment business that turned into a record record label. I assist with that. I also co-own a clothing store called The Paint Studio here in Vineland, New Jersey. I like to grow weed. Um, my favorite color is pink, and my favorite food is Jello.
Oh, awesome.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should feed that as a problem, see what it comes up with. Yeah, you said this is off topic, but you said you have a connect to Philly, so
A connection
Philadelphia
to
Connects?
Philly.
Oh, no,
I'm sorry.
he did a show there recently at the
Yeah, I
Crypto
just did a
Castle.
show there yesterday.
Yeah,
I
Okay,
connected
okay.
with underground rave collective. There's like an interesting I guess I'm new to the electronic music, and I'm learning about this one genre called rhythm.
Rhythm.
Rhythm. I don't know, something about it. It's really, really cool to see like hands on. It's just like some real hip hop shit.
Can you type it in the? You see the chat on the side? I'm not sure if you're on the phone if you can see it.
RIDDIM. Did I do that?
Yep.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday. Yeah, I performed, but it was more so about making new connections for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Mike, have you shown him Bolt on You or some of the other
No,
stuff?
no, I haven't, and that's the interesting thing because the way that even with that recent performance, he was like, "Hey, man, there's a correlation between you and them. You should meet them," or he's like, "Come out to the show and all these things." And that's why I feel like technology will really benefit him as it will benefit Eden and me and everyone. So yeah, maybe putting it up on your screen and just going through that format with him would be good.
Yeah, sure. What we could do, just to explain like what we did before. Basically, we go to ChatGPT. We
Okay.
feed like our basic ideas, and what we say is like generate a prompt that we could feed into another application that can like build out a basic like proof of concept for us, right?
Okay.
Um, and it's not going to be completely functional, but at least like people will be able to see like what you're thinking of, right? Like you're getting your ideas basically on paper, but even better, right? Because it's semi-functional at least.
Right.
So let me just share my screen. We can start.
And we're thinking about an app here.
Yeah, anything that you're thinking about building, like any kind of like for just to make it easy, anything that would work well as a website. Could be
Website.
virtually like any app. Could be an idea from like your world. It could be something that maybe isn't genre specific. It's completely up to you.
Yeah, and there's no
I'll
pressure,
just
Mickey. This is just an example. It's like using like Google for the first time. It's
Yeah,
like
I
it's
get that.
anything that even if it's like, hey, how to make easier to get more sales for my store, or to
Right.
get more ticket sales for an event. Right now we're just showing the app.
I got your back, Mickey. Hold on, I got a prompt. I
Uh,
got your back.
how to make $1 million.
Whoa. How to generate $1 million?
Like yeah, like
I
how
just
to how
dropped
to
something.
how to generate more
Yeah.
revenue with your clothing business, right? Maybe we can write that.
Oh, Eden got something interesting.
You said you want to do rhythm, so look, we could try this. Create a music production application focused on rhythm style beats, which are popular at NYC's music scene. This will be a web-based beat maker with essential features for creating rhythm beats. Let's see what it comes up with.
All right, cool. I like that.
We could put on $1 million there too. We can add that to the prompt and create $1 million. He said, I think this will go though. I actually just put it into the Bolt to see, and it actually came up with something. So it has like a little preview, and it's like deploying. I don't know. It's just loading.
All right, maybe we can
I want to see it.
ChatGPT. Just for the sake of like showing people how to like just create these prompts. Hi ChatGPT. I am
Oh, ChatGPT.
generating
Yeah.
a
Oh wow. Yeah, it came up with some whole thing.
prompt for Bolt.new. Here is the basic idea. No, I should say hi ChatGPT, generate a prompt.
Funny thing is, I never say hi to ChatGPT,
It's it's
but I say hi to humans. I say hi
Yeah.
to humans
Yeah,
though. It
most
helps me
ones.
balance.
yeah, it's something that I got used to doing because it does a lot of work, right? Like at least we could just say hi to it. But yeah, so this is the prompt that I generated. It says develop a web-based music production application designed for creating rhythm. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Rhythm style beats,
Yeah, I'm
genre.
just learning. I just learn. I'm
Rhythm.
go like 12 hours deep into
Rhythm.
this shit, bro.
Okay.
It's deep. It gets deep though. It gets deep.
Yeah, I mean you have 12 more hours than me, so
Yeah.
genre deeply rooted in New York City music scene. The platform should feature an intuitive interface for beat making, including a sequencer, drum machine, synth presets, and FX controls tailored for rhythm production. Users should be able to layer bass heavy sounds, automate wobble effects, and tweak BPM with precision. The app should be optimized for both beginners and advanced producers, allowing real time beat editing, export options, and potential collaboration features. Focus on a smooth UX, responsive design, integration with MIDI controllers if possible. All right, once again, I don't know what it's talking about, but let's see what it generates.
All right, I got. All right. I got a good idea.
Okay.
All right.
Let
You do
me,
what it do.
So a lot of dolls, right? They're meant. There's dolls that are meant. Like, what if you made an exclusively like a producer doll, like where you can't record uh audio, but you can throw more into it,
um, yeah, I think,
or vice versa. Like it can go either way.
yeah, I think we can maybe start with this prompt and then see what it generates, and then basically make it more specific to what you're thinking. So I'm just gonna. This is Bolt.new for anyone who's not familiar. We're basically gonna feed it a prompt and then have it generate the front end interface. And this is super easy to use, right? Like this is just going to the website and signing it up. I did it with my GitHub, but I think you should be able to do it with just Google or like a standard email. So right now it's generating the app. It's going a
And
little fast.
how I got a question. How like well, it's ChatGPT, it's AI, but I'm still gonna ask anyway. Like, are there any flaws in the code?
So sometimes there's flaws, and it'll say like, "Hey, like this is like we're not able to run this application," right?
Right.
It hasn't happened yet. Hopefully, it doesn't happen now because I don't want to like debug on screen. But as especially as a beginner and as someone who doesn't want to waste a whole lot of time like learning how to build these things out, right? Especially if it's like proof of concept stage,
Right.
you could run like pieces of code in Chat GPT and say, "Hey, like what's going on here? Like what's the issue? This is
Mm,
the error that's being generated. Generate me code that would be able to run in this application, right?" And then you
mm,
just copy and paste it into like that specific file and then run it again. Um, yeah, what I could do, like this is super simple. This stream, I'm just like collecting information based on people's responses. I think like in future streams we can get into like some of the nitty gritties, right? Like, well, if this does break, what would it do? How to
I
run this?
always ask these questions. I'm sorry.
No. Like, ask these questions. This is the only way I'm gonna know like what
No,
people.
yeah, Mickey. How this idea sparked that we spoke about in the beginning. So met up with Eden, and I was like, "Hey, Eden, check this out." And then she just started using it, and she built her app out, her idea out. And then I had just met Tony a week prior, and what Tony does in with Bill City is they do like a 5-day boot camp where like people are in person to help you digress the ideas that you're saying or when it comes to building these apps. And the question that you just asked is very similar to the question that they were asking in person last week,
Oh yeah.
as I saw. So yeah,
Well, yeah. I tried back in the day. I tried to study code, and it's honestly one of the things in life that I honestly gave up on. So I'm sure like it'd be cool. It'd be very efficient if AI was 100% perfect with code, because then
yeah,
the possibilities are endless. I'm
yeah, and
Yeah.
defending on here. It's cool.
I mean, it
no,
doesn't
yeah,
even
you know,
doesn't even need to be like 100%, right? Like you like learning code is hard, right?
Very, very
It's
hard.
tough. It's tough, but like if you have AI with you, like you could learn like some of the easier stuff to do, right? So if when it does mess up, right? Like it just messed up right now.
Oh wow, I'm so
Let's see.
sorry.
Let's see
It's
if we can
crashed.
try to
Oh
fix this.
no.
yeah, because I don't know anything about coding, and it wasn't for ChatGPT. And most importantly, it wasn't for like personal connections. Like I met Tony, I met Eden, I met you. Then like I focus more on that. So yeah, I'm not even trying to learn coding. So this is making it so easy with the technology to actually just put your ideas and not have to really learn a new craft to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For me personally, because like I can't even learn that. I got no space right now in my
Nah, it,
gigabytes in my brain.
yeah, it takes a lot. It's like one of those things. It's funny because it's considered a universal language.
Right.
It's like
And
something everyone can speak to, and it's
So
so it,
what I'm gonna do, just for the screen, because I don't want to debug on stream right now. I'm just gonna keep trying to fix this just using Bolt itself. Um,
okay.
let's see, we're still at 3 problems. Mm. 2% more tokens. You might want. Okay. So let's see. What we could do instead, so we don't waste too much time,
Mhm.
is feed it a simpler prompt,
Yeah.
see what it generates, and then uh, on like a following stream, we could maybe look through debugging if that makes sense within like our audience, or we could even um, like build it out together on the back end
Hmm.
off the stream, and then get into like more of the nitty gritty of like the types of features that we want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed it the simple prompt that Eden sent to me, and then I think that should.
I just came up with something crazier. Wait, can I share my screen? This is crazy.
Yeah, sure.
I just did something. It's called, I basically put a music prediction app to predict what musical samples will sound like in 2033 and allow people to use them. So look, let me just,
Yeah. Hopefully you
how
can
you
share
do this?
this.
Yeah, I think I can.
You guys called me at the perfect time too. Everything happens. Swear to God.
Okay. Um, you can see it?
Uh,
You can see it?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so I typed in, all right, I put discover the future of music with future sound, which is just, we generated a name for it, an innovative app that predicts what musical samples will sound like in 2033 using advanced AI technology. Our app analyzes current trends, styles, and emerging soundscapes to generate futuristic musical samples. Explore samples that blend elements from genres not yet born, futuristic instruments, and digital sound transformations that could define the music of tomorrow. As an artist, you can browse a wide array of predicted samples, all uniquely crafted to transport your creations to the next decade. Easily sample, remix, and incorporate these forward-thinking sounds into your tracks. Whether you're producing electronic or whatever, any type of genre, Future Sound will give you an endless library of groundbreaking audio inspiration that feels fresh yet timeless.
Nah, it's
So I
fine.
guess it allows you to listen.
Can you deploy this on the top right?
Um,
Just so we can like see the entire web page. It's gonna take a minute.
It's a cool concept though.
Yeah, imagine like going to an investor and you have an idea like um the day before, right? And then you just generate it, show it to an investor and find out right away like is this something people are interested in or not?
Oh yeah, I think
Or
so. I
even
think
like as a
people are running out of
producer
samples.
tool, even as a producer
Yeah,
tool,
so that would be a major producer tool. Yeah, major producer tool.
because yeah, like I feel like there used to be like I guess like I don't know, maybe in my circle or whatever, like if you didn't make it, or like sampling was always looked down upon. But like honestly, it's very hard like as a producer, which isn't about being uh prideful. Like it's more so about bringing someone else's idea to light. Like if someone comes to me like, yo, I need a little Dirk type beat, or like want something that's like airy and bubbly and like all these
Yeah.
descriptive words, and I'm able to at least get a sample. So like I don't have to like, okay, they said, because each key has like a color or a feeling. Like you know what I'm saying? Like D minor is normally like sad, or like C major is like happy. Like you know what I mean? Rather than trying to do all that hard work, a computer does it for me, or AI.
Mhm.
I could get so much more done. If I don't have to think about the melody, I can create way
Yeah,
more.
I think that's the whole point of these like AI tools, right? It's like what are the things I don't want to do and like abstract that away, right? And then you focus on your craft, like purely your craft.
Mm. It's
Eden, I think you were about to like you had deployed it. Can you go
Oh,
back to
deploy. Oh, okay.
if you could go back to that screen? 'Cause
Right.
you're not sharing anymore.
Oh, I did. Oh, shoot. I don't know how to use this. This is new. All right.
Yeah.
Share. And
If you could just go back
all right.
to
So I deployed it. This is the link that it gave me. And so let's see. Preview the future. I guess it plays stuff.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think we'll be able to hear it through this, but
We can't see your
our
screen.
AI analyzes current trends and emerging soundscapes to generate truly futuristic music samples. I mean, it doesn't really allow me to do anything right now. Oh, I
Okay.
guess it would. Wait, it wouldn't though, right?
No,
it's just
this would just be the front end, but yeah. Can you go
but
through? Is
Oh,
that a
okay.
menu on top?
Yeah. So the
Is that
menu
a
at the top.
menu? Yeah. Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So it just scrolls down, right?
All right. I guess you're able to download these things too once you I guess listen to them. I mean, I don't know where it's coming from, but
Okay.
yeah.
What was the idea again behind that? Oh,
I
there's
guess
a
like because this is I guess would be to download it. If you were able, like if this app was like up and running, you would be able to I guess listen to a bunch of things, whatever's in the library, and download it so you could use it on songs. Like producers could use them to create beats.
okay. Let's see this about section. It says Future Sound is an innovative app that predicts what musical samples will sound like in 2033. Using advanced AI technology, our app analyzes current trends, styles, and emerging soundscapes to generate futuristic musical samples. As an artist, you can browse a wide array of predicted samples and uniquely crafted to transport your creation to the next decade. Easily sample, remix, and incorporate these forward thinking sounds into your tracks, bringing your music to life with unparalleled originality. Whether you're producing electronic, hip hop, pop, or experimental genres, Future Sound will give you an endless library of groundbreaking audio inspiration that feels fresh yet timeless. Nice, nice. Even does like the about sections for you.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I mean, it's a start. That was pretty cool that they could actually do that though. Like,
that shit's kind of gas. That's a cool concept right there. I forget
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I think Mikey, Mickey, sorry. Even like you can like go home and like play around with it, right? Like see some of the ideas you might have or some of the pain points, right? Like you go through your day, you're like, yo, I don't want to do this shit. Maybe you should go to Bolt.new and feed it that as a prompt and see if you could build something quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd definitely give it a try. I'd have to think about it. Oh man, I never thought about something like that. You know,
Yeah.
And hard as shit. So
And you know your community, right? Like you know what people might want to use and what they might not want to use. So it could definitely help.
in a way, but it always changes with the times. You know,
Mhm.
that's the hardest part.
Sure.
Because what was essential then is not essential now.
For sure. Well, that's the benefit of this, right? Like you can build shit quickly. So if things do change, you say, "Hey, okay, right, like this tool that I just made is not helpful for the community anymore, right?
Mhm.
But there's new problems. Like, let me see what else I could address with like this application, like Bolt.new. Get it out there, see how people like vibe with it. If it's useful, then you keep building on it, right? Um, but the idea is like you should get your ideas out there, right? Like just at least go from 0 to 1, have a front end interface, show it to people. Like you thought this was interesting, right? Like you might use it.
Right.
Based off of that, Eden's like, okay, like I'm gonna keep building on this. But if you were like, yo, like this sucks, like this is not what I want, like I wouldn't use it. If 10 other people said the same thing, then like yeah, like let me do something else. Um, but this is just like the basic understanding we have about this. um is it, and it's just about like going to a community and saying, hey, like this is how to get your ideas out there, and just build fast, fail quickly, and keep iterating on the things that actually do end up working. um but yeah, this was a great session.
Definitely,
um,
it's definitely unique. Never in my life.
yeah, that's awesome. I want to keep hearing stuff like that. Keep going into like different communities.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Awesome, awesome.
It's
yeah,
cool. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
yeah, this
Yeah.
has been
I
a
was
great
working on
session.
something else right here. This is great
um
though.
Let's see.
we still have a bit of time. I was thinking about playing around with this new AI tool. What do you think, Mike? Should I or should I
I
wait
mean, how are
for?
you guys feeling? I think that was really good.
No, that's cool. What else you got?
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I have no idea if this is like I didn't try this tool. I saw it on Twitter today. Actually, I was on the train. I'm like, all right, this is cool. Let's see. It's called WebDraw. Let's see.
WebDraw.
Yeah.
I've used Firefly, and I've used like could I went to school for film at Full Sail, so you know everything was like up to date. So I've used like the new like Photoshops with AI incorporated and stuff like that, and I found it useful in creating like just in general as far as especially like album art or just merch ideas or concepts.
Mhm.
But
And that's also that's a AI application you're talking about.
Adobe Firefly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Adobe Firefly, it's straight through Adobe, and they're starting to incorporate like AI into like Photoshop itself. It's really cool.
Okay, interesting. Let's see. This app. Shuffle ideas, audio creation, image editing, image generation, search, text generation. Let's see. Create an AI-powered app that transforms any photo into a unique Pixar character.
Are we making a Pixar character right now?
Yeah, I don't know. Eden, why don't you give me a prompt? You're good at this. Give me something.
Okay. What are we supposed to make? Anything?
Anything, I guess. Let's just try out this app, see how it works, how it compares to both of them.
Create an AI powered app that creates what do you call those blank samples when you make clothing? What if you could put your designs on the clothing and see what it looks like before you actually purchased it? Like, you know, people
Like
do pay to print, or like if you're trying to mocks. Like, what do you call it? What's like the actual name for it? Like clothing
Oh,
mocks
it's
or
funny. It's on my
create
it's
an
in
AI,
my head, but I can't think of it. That's crazy. It's been it's like right at the tip of my
create an
tongue, but I
AI
don't know.
powered app
Alright,
that
what?
can
It's marketing. It's advertising.
I can create digital mocks of
Yeah, of clothing. Yeah,
clothing.
of specific designs though, like specific clothing designs. Like
Does that
you'll
have
be
to
able to
be
upload a
video?
picture of your design and it'll put on a shirt.
Clothing design. Sure, let's see.
Keep it simple. Yeah, you're right.
Hmm. Again, I haven't tested this, so I have no idea what it's gonna generate.
Uh,
Hopefully, it's nothing easy.
Right. I love surprises.
We have 55 people watching right now.
A word.
well,
What's happening? What did it make?
Oh, okay, cool. So I made like a simple framework.
Put a pickle in a pair of boots. What
Yeah,
boots?
I doubt it's gonna actually work. It's probably just a front end, but let's see.
A goldfish.
goldfish. So this is just the it probably won't process anything, right? Because it's just a preview of what like
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's just a front end.
oh oh
Oh,
see
nice.
that's cool.
That's actually pretty cool. That's actually really cool.
That's proof of concept and it works already. What the fuck? No
Um,
flaws.
So you can
what's a
you probably
clothing
could put different stuff.
what's a like a clothing design you guys can think of?
Hmm, 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 hmm.
I mean, Eden, you don't have an example of like anything you've made in the past, like a photo that you can share your screen.
Yeah, I think I do. Oh yeah, I do actually. Yeah, forgot.
Yeah, maybe you can send me
How
that
did we?
photo.
Yeah, I had to send it.
I mean, even if you send it to my Instagram, then I can send it to Tony or whatever works, or in the chat.
Okay.
Something you're
I guess
comfortable
I'll just send the page. Honestly,
Okay, I'll screenshot it. I'll screenshot one of the images.
with. Okay.
yeah, I have a brand that I want to develop called Rice Pudding. Don't tell anyone. 55 people. Don't tell anyone. They said don't say anything. You got it. I sent one of the posts.
Yeah, I'm sending it over now, Tony. I'm just copying and pasting it. 1 second. So I just sent it via Telegram, Tony.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have like a photo of
Oh, I know what
that?
you mean.
Yeah.
The actual design itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
I-
gonna make a design with the sweater in it then.
Yeah, and if you don't,
Maybe
I have one as well. I have one from a Japanese artist that I can use.
Yeah, and I
you
have
should
one
use that.
ready to go. I have.
Oh yeah, then
You should use that. I don't have
send
any
it
different
over then,
ones.
Mickey.
Oh, how do I do this? When I go to chat.
You can send it to me on Instagram, then I can send it to Tony. For now, we'll find an easier way to have you guys share things for the next ones coming up.
Hold on, give me 1 sec. Just gotta. Show all. Where you at? Where you at? do this on what I probably should save it as.
Yeah, just received it. Gonna send it.
Okay, and who am I sending it to on Instagram?
Oh, to the linkable, because
Gotcha.
that's where we follow each other. Yeah.
I almost reposted the link. Let's see. Boom. And I hope this is the transparent one. It is.
Okay, 1 second. I'm sending it over now, Tony. Thanks for sending that, Mickey. And I also received yours as well, Eden.
Let's see.
Okay.
This AI stuff is getting out of hand, man. It's great. You create anything.
This is just my logo, or like the logo I didn't show anyone yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna just upload the picture. So just give me a second. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a minute.
He's gonna upload the photo now onto the project. I guess download it because I sent it to him on Telegram. So he has to download it, I'm guessing, to his computer.
Yep.
And then share the screen again. Bang, bang, bang. First of all, where you get these do-rags at, bro? Do you like specifically go and thrift them places? Because, I mean, these headbands, Eden,
Oh, yeah.
you like specifically go?
Basically, yeah. I be
'Cause
finding them everywhere.
your switch up, your headband game is crazy. And I used to really get in depth with the scarves. Back when I was making music, like I used to get like scarves, and then I got put onto that. I got put onto somebody in Russia, this old woman that would like knit like roses onto scarves, and like I got deep with the
That's
scarves. Yeah.
Scarf game.
Getting crazy.
Okay, so this is a logo, right?
Yeah, this is a logo.
Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna generate a design off of this. See what it does. Nah.
Mm.
Want to download AI gateway error.
I mean, I think you have to put some type of description for it or something, maybe. Because it's already designed. So, like, to design a design, I don't know how you can generate a design from a design.
Or like put it on a t-shirt. Or
Still be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it should
put this
still be
picture
able to
design
generate.
on.
We could try that. Let's see.
Like, if you could put the photo onto something, like.
What I could do is feed it the photo and then also just give it a prompt, I guess. What's the description? Generate the I don't know. Place this on a white t-shirt.
what happened?
Yeah.
So.
I'm not gonna try to fix this. but yeah, so it's
the fact that
definitely So it definitely works
All
with
right, well,
when you feed it a simple prompt, but images don't seem to be working. But yeah, this is the type of shit you're gonna run into, right? Like there's gonna be stuff that doesn't work. Um, it's all about like if you're interested in this and people are willing to use it, then you're gonna find a way to make it work, right? So
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
Yeah, and maybe you can like just give an update again on what how Bill City assists with these type of things when running into issues and running into problems with the boot camps.
yeah, for sure. So just to talk about the general process of what we do, we kind of start engaging communities with these workshops, show like the power of like these AI tools, uh, and we try to get like input on things that like people want to build, right? Um,
Mhm.
and that's to garner interest to say, hey, like this is what could be what you can build with whatever tools are already out there. But things break, right? And you need some guidance, especially in the early stages. So what we have to follow up these virtual workshops is 5-day boot camps. We're looking to do two different models. What we've done so far are IRL boot camps in New York. They're 5 days long. It starts from like an introductory phase, just explaining like AI, the history of AI, and what AI looks like today. And by the end of the 5-day period, you end up with a project that's fully functional. Um, and then we have people present. We have venture capitalists that come, and within that 5 days, whatever issues that you end up having, we have a great instructor that like follows through with each participant and tries to understand like what issues they're going through and what could be done to overcome them. Um, even like within our boot camps, like the most technical people still use these tools, right? Because why not? Like, why would I waste
it's
my
lagging.
time building certain things out that can be done quickly, right?
Mm.
Uh,
That would
yeah.
take so
So,
long to do that.
yeah,
I can only imagine like trying to put together a website like without this stuff now. It's now
for
that.
sure, for sure. Why waste your time? Even if you could do it, like unless like that's your thing, right? Like it's all about, I think, moving forward. It's all about like doing the things that you're passionate about, and then using these tools to abstract away the parts that suck, right? Maybe AI developer wants to, sorry, maybe like a developer wants to create everything A through Z. Like, okay, fine, right? Like you're not going to use these tools. Um, but some other aspect of his life, like something that gives him problems, he'd probably want to use like these automation tools, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's all about like maintaining your passion, like doing the things you love, and abstracting away the things that waste your time.
Yeah, and yeah, thank you guys for sharing. And when Eden comes back, I was speaking to Eden about how potentially some of the things that we can do is monetize off of hosting these workshops. You know, this is like a thought. And then there was a recent Twitter space that Bill City held, and there was this I don't know what to call it. Like there was this website or this tech. I mean, look at my Telegram. I think it's called Job Stash. Is that correct, Tony?
Exactly.
And just the thought of it, you know, because like when it comes to doing things for nonprofits and stuff, you know, I've program directed for places. I've got paid off of just bringing people together. So I was explaining to Eden, I'm telling them Eden like that we could potentially monetize off of hosting these kind of events. And Bill City just recently held a Twitter space, and there's something called JobStash.xyz. So when I started looking in there, right, because I have never gotten a job in tech. But I understand the way that people can get paid off of data, doing an event together as you done, Mickey. Like there's ways that's how you monetize off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I never knew, like, you know, if I wanted to work at a gallery, okay, I'm gonna apply to be a curator, or I'm gonna apply to be a director or something like that, right? But I didn't never knew what positions my skill set I can apply to in the tech industry until I saw this website. And there's that. I don't know if is it an application, Tony?
It's a website.
Oh, it's a website, and they
Yeah.
have it. It's like kind of like Craigslist. Like there's so much ways that you can look into like what fits you.
Uh-huh.
Like I haven't even stopped looking yet, just because I haven't applied to anything, just because I'm like really using it kind of like a Google. I'm like, well, this is a whole new world. So I'm like looking at it endlessly, and I'm like, yo, these are so much great things, and it's helping me formulate more how I could potentially get jobs within the tech field for the skill sets that I have.
Yeah, for sure. And the
Oh,
beauty is like JobStash is like obviously heavily leaning towards Web3, and Web3 needs people of all positions, right? Like it's not exclusive to just someone who's like heavy into tech, right? Like someone who's like a developer. Like they need content curators, they need musicians, they need artists, basically everybody who can engage the community. Um, yeah, JobStash was definitely like a great space that we had. They're a great partner, and it's a useful tool for everybody that's looking for a job. It's even useful just to get like your foot into the door in like the tech industry. Um,
Interesting. I'd
yeah,
have it out.
yeah, I'll share that link with you guys. It was last week that you guys held the Twitter space,
Please
right, Tony?
do.
yeah. Last week it was the
Yeah.
same day as our webinar.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the morning. I think our webinar is what was that night? That was a packed day for me.
What's this? Just put that on.
Those be the best days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think this has been great.
yeah. I think this was a great session. I got
I
exposure to
agree.
things I've never seen before.
Well,
Yeah,
you
Um,
can
I'm grateful. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, thank you,
yeah.
Mickey, for hopping on last minute. And thank you, Eden, so much. You've been a huge help.
Oh,
This,
thanks.
yeah,
Thanks, man.
especially with the prompting. Like I didn't know what to write, and you were full of ideas today. So definitely
Uh,
thank
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, and
No
just to
problem.
log off, okay, sorry, Eden, go ahead, my bad. Right, say it.
No, no, I'm good. No, I just
Okay,
said thank you. You know, I'm grateful.
yeah, thank you guys all. This all happened in like a week of meeting. I'm pretty sure I connected and made the decision where I was like, yeah, this makes sense to work with Eden, to work with Tony. And the same way, like I was able to connect to people through Tony, I was able to connect to people through Eden, like Mickey. So yeah, man, it's fun. You know, it feels fun. It feels exciting, and that is a lot different from a lot of other feelings that could be happening in the world right now. So
Mhm.
for sure, for sure.
I'm
And
down.
and we're learning together. Right? Like on stream, shit wasn't working, right?
Right.
So yeah, this is the way to do it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
thank you guys for joining. We'll have another one of these. And yeah, if you guys think this is interesting, I would say like invite people who would be willing to share their ideas, and we could do another one of these where we build things out. Um, Maybe in the next one we can actually host this locally and see if we could build out some of the things that didn't work this time. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and
Yeah.
see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And for the last minute, real quick, just because it correlates all this, like one of
Sure.
the artists I work with just got here. You can sit here. It's good. And he's rocking that NFT storage gear that we just got also during Build Week. That AI event. And
Yeah.
he just came from an AI event. So can you just let us know what AI event
Mhm.
you just came with real
I
quick?
think it was just like speakers from like I guess different countries talking about like another last presentation was like LLM. Another one was about like using AI to like help you do stuff on the web. Like I guess like you just typed in the prompt and it'll do it for you, whether it's like a game on the computer or buying a book on Amazon. So it seems pretty top notch stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
cool.
And he started developing some art. I showed him like the Pepe coin. I mean, this is just like speaking to artists as I'm like introducing them to tech and like the possibilities of art. It was just one of the things that came up, and he was inspired to make this Pepe Dark Vader. Um,
Nice.
and yeah, but yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We gotta put that on in the t-shirt generator app and see what it comes up
Right.
with.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna show him actually. Share that with me so I can share with him,
Yeah,
Tony.
sure, sure,
We
sure.
can try that out tonight. But
Yeah,
thank you guys. It was great. It was great. It was great.
thank you guys so much. Definitely come back next time. We'll be sending out our future streams and
Thank
the
you.
different channels that we have.
Sure, I'm open to it. You know where to find me.
Sure. Yeah, have a good night, guys.
Well, have a good night.
All right. Bye bye.